Okay, folks. It says we're live. I'm going to take its word for it. I've got the minimalist setup going on today. I'm sure you can tell it's very quiet behind me. It's very peaceful. It's good to see you guys again. It's been quite some time. There's some audio. And we're going to run some Donkey Kong, folks. This game is really good. And I'm sure you guys already know that because it's a classic. And we're doing the chill setup today. I'm in the bedroom setup today. Didn't really feel like doing anything too complicated today, so I figured we run a classic. And we're gonna do a one-player one. I know I made a mistake earlier because I was playing this solo, and I chose a two-player game. And then after I got hit, I realized I was stuck because I have one controller here. Now, just give me a quick second. Okay, there you go. I was wondering why I could not see my multi-stream, and I got it up and running now. Getting used to this one monitor setup again. I have not used one monitor since the dawn of time. And today, folks, what we're doing today, we're impressing our friends and amusing our enemies in Donkey Kong today. So today, if you're the kind of person that doesn't really play video games that often, this is a good episode for you. Don't do that. Because then you're stuck. You can't go anywhere, can't do anything. It's very annoying to watch this over and over again. Anyway, so on today's first Donkey Kong lesson, what we're gonna do is actually, if you want to impress your friends and amuse your enemies, folks, you jump up here, okay? As soon as you enter the level, you hop down here, hop back up here, onto this tree, jump over to this next one, and then you get your first hint already. And also my favorite thing, when you hang on the edge, Donkey Kong does this awesome animation. So that's always a good time. Now what you do, folks, you hold the run button, just because you should always have the jump button ready. And you're gonna jump where that arrow goes. Boom. Then this thing shows up, okay? Very exciting. Now what you do, you grab this thing, you hold it with that run button, and it's gonna take a little bit of coordination, but we got this, okay? I miss this sometimes, so hopefully not now. Now throw it, you're gonna hear it come back, and you're gonna jump. Oh, I missed it! No! I knew I was gonna miss it. Damn it. Alright, we gotta try that again. I'm gonna try that again. Give me a second. That was pitiful. A pitiful display of doing a cool trick. I'm gonna have to die on both of these, so let's try that one more time. See, we're already amusing our enemies and not impressing our friends yet. So this is what the show is all about. We get to work both ends of the spectrum, okay? Anyway, so you hop down here, you get back up here. Oh, also another great thing. Go back into the house, and if you lose, you can always grab another life from that home base. That's always going to be there. Only once per life. So go back up here, jump back up down there. You can get this with Diddy as well. Now let's try this again. And then you get to surf on it for a little while. This is pretty great. And you can just sit back for a little bit and just take your time, and you could just look, no hands. I love it. And then just hold that run button, just keep scooting on down, grab another life over here. And we're actually already almost at the end of the level. There's another secret down here. It doesn't get old, folks. It really doesn't. Now this is a very easy one, I'm sure you can tell. So let's say we do frog, right? Now we're gonna see it again. Frog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And every time you see the frog, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, I missed it like a dummy. See, doing it, being too conscious about it will mess you up. So I need to Give me a second while I lower the audio. I don't know how loud the video game is. Hopefully you've been able to hear me this whole time. I'm pretty loud, so you probably were. Let's just skip over to the end of this. I love the little victory dance they do. And this game doesn't get old, folks. Not to me. The art style is forever. The sound effects are just even better. And you know, I don't get to play video games with headphones that often, especially this game. I grew up playing it on the TV, of course. And you know, it's very rare that you get to surround yourself with this, with the audio. It's even better than I remember. Alright, with Diddy Kong, things like that happen. Because he's tiny. It happens, folks. Even after all these, we're gonna go ahead and swap. I actually prefer playing as Donkey Kong. Yes, he's heavier. Yes, he doesn't get the jumps the same way, but he's a powerhouse. You get to just run through. You get to just run through the whole thing. I love it. I'll just go ahead and grab this up here. Now, a cheap way to grab lives is just by dying a few times, and if you know where you're gonna get those animal, statues, trophies, you just get 3 of those, and then you can get 3 or 4 lives just by doing the animal thing. So, let's get out of here. Oi! He almost got me. Another thing I like about this game, it's got just the right amount of violence. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's got just the right amount of violence to where, you know, it's still pretty exciting, but not, like, grotesque. So, and that's hard to do. Now, I know I should be talking about what I'm doing this whole time, but I'm sure you guys can see what the hell's going on as well, so. I love the end of this level when the sun comes out. That was always just such a, I don't know, it was an extra little piece of something for me. Oh, I knew it. Damn armadillo. Yes, that victory dance really doesn't get old. I'm gonna need to do something with that. I need one of those like lenticular images where you turn them back and forth and they turn into... Okay, another impress your friends and amuse your enemies moment. Not that. Get this guy out of here. Now, we're gonna swap to Diddy because he's a little bit faster, okay? So now, go up to this barrel right here, grab it, and throw it, and then run! Oh, no way! Oh! Actually, I did something even cooler. I ran and re-grabbed it, and then threw it again. That was actually a little bit more badass than I was expecting. I was expecting just to run after it, but... Shit, we stunted just a little bit extra there. Okay. I'll take it. It's pretty gnarly. Alright, this is just fun to watch. You get to just sit back and enjoy this. Love that. This game just has a way of... Even if you're not moving at times, you're being moved. You know, it's just, you can't avoid it. Such a beautiful game. Easily one of my favorites. And if you're a fan of the Super Nintendo, it's kind of impossible for this not to, like... I remember people saying... People say all sorts of crazy stuff, but... I've heard people call this game ugly. And it blows my mind. I'm like, how could you call this ugly? Like, yeah, it's got an interesting art style, sure. It's not like it's... It doesn't look like Mario, because it's... I don't know. It's not Mario. I think it comes from a lot of people's resistance to 3D modeling. I think a lot of people were not embracing 3D right away. I think they were just kind of... They were looking at it as a cheaper way to do animation and just kind of... Which I get. It's not, I mean, don't get me wrong, hand-drawn animation has a way... I was gonna use the word better. And that's never a good idea, but... It's got a very organic look to it. When you see hand-drawn animation, there's almost no mistaking it. Oh, one of the best songs ever, folks. It doesn't get old. These fish crack me up. These fish always make me look like they have like a 5 o'clock shadow on them. They're always like, oh god, I gotta get to work. I can't believe my wife is always bugging me. Hey Kyle, is your wife as annoying as mine? Like they just have this really weird... I never liked those fish. They always had a strange vibe to them. I don't think you're supposed to like them. They're the enemies anyway, right? So you're supposed to be out here getting rid of them. But okay, this is another impress your friends, amuse your enemies moment. We're gonna go down here. And when you see that banana, keep going down. And you'll get to see this. Grab a bunch of bananas. Soggy bananas underwater. Salty. Be careful there. And cut across. And then, as if the arrow wasn't obvious enough, yes, go down there. Don't ask. And then you get to go to this guy, who's one of the best people ever, and this never gets old either. Hey! It doesn't get old. Okay, when you're going up here, go across this right way, and then cut back down that way, and just give it a jab to get the hell out of there. So, lots of fun little stuff, folks. Write these notes down. Custom Mod says, I'll show you a salty banana. What's going on, Miles? Hey, what's going on, Elliot? How's it going, my man? Welcome everybody in the chat tonight. I hope you guys can all see each other's chats. I think I put up the, yes, I did. Oh, give me a second. Let me, make the chat box a little bit bigger. Because, I'm sure that would be nicer for you guys to see. This is my bedroom setup. I'm sure you guys can see behind me. So, it's a little bit of a different kind of thing. But I'm liking it. What's everybody up to tonight? It's frickin' Monday, folks. Can you guys believe it? I can't. What a sham this life is. We're already back to the work week. I told myself earlier, I'm like, I could tell this is one of those weeks that I take a day off of work. I could feel it. I can feel it. You ever have those weeks at work where you can feel yourself calling out already? You're like, you know what? By Wednesday, I'm gonna snap. I know it. By Wednesday, I'm like a rubber band just being pulled at both ends. By Wednesday, I'm gonna fucking snap. You can just open this. You can't do anything with them, so that's just for bragging rights. So, at least you freed them, right? Now you come across here, more amusing your friends and impressing your enemies. Come across this way into the wall, folks. Yes. Lots of fun little stuff going on. These sharks look awesome too. I love getting rid of those guys. Give me a quick second while I adjust this really quick, because I don't know why it's getting cut off. Miles says hump day. Custom Mod says I called out the first half of tomorrow. I felt it too. Oh, life, Miles, life is pretty good, man. Life is pretty good. Shout out to Miles has a podcast called The Basic Nerd Experience. I was on it yesterday. No, it wasn't yesterday. The other day. And it was a great time. We talked about a lot of things. It got a little emotional based on current times. And it was a really great episode. So, life is pretty good, man. It's been pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Losing your best friend is a really tough thing, man. It's something I'm still trying to get to come to terms with. It's something I don't think obviously you can never be the same again. You can't. I mean, it's impossible. And I don't think you're supposed to be the same again. It's like, the weird part is in my head, I feel a little bit unhinged. You know, like I feel a bit more like, I don't know how to describe it. Like maybe I would avoid a lot of strange situations in the past or something, because it's like, you know, you want to be alive and well for the people that love you and stuff, you know. And then when you lose somebody, all of a sudden you start feeling a little bit like you're gonna do something crazy. Not crazy, but you just feel like a lot of fear leaves you. It's really weird. I can't describe the feeling. I've never really felt that before. And now I just feel like being like, I don't know, I've been thinking about singing. I was thinking about doing a song and just singing. And I'm like, you know, that's something I was always shy about. I'm like, for what? You know, like, just do... it's one of those things where you just kind of want to break out a little bit. Excuse me while I move this chat window over so I can see what you guys are talking about. Custom Mod says this instrumental. Dude, this instrumental is so good. I love it. Miles says, we're here for you. Dude, thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. And, you know, I'm here for you guys, too. That's the thing, too. It's like, you know, day by day, we do our best just to make a few bucks, make a few people laugh along the way. You know, life is so simple at the end of it all, right? Like, I feel like I meet a lot of unsatisfied people, which is perfectly fine. They just want more for themselves, and I've messed it up. Kathy says, we will heal soon. My cousin will want us to live our best life. Absolutely. And, you know, that's the thing. It's just a bit of, you know, and when somebody important in your life, when you lose somebody like that, it's almost like they become a part of you now. You know, like they kind of run through your system. I'm not sure if you guys have ever felt that way. It's almost like, you know, before I would call him and ask him what he thought, but now I still have those same conversations, but they're just in my head now, and I'm just like, maybe it's like some weird delusion. Oh shit, that was what? That was ballerific. Sorry, things got really epic. And now it's almost like I have conversations with him, and I ask him things, and I guess I just talk to myself and pretend that he'll give me an answer. It's very weird. It makes you feel like, you know, and you know, like when people go to prison and things like that, they become religious, and people pick up all sorts of things like that. I could see why people go all spiritual after they lose somebody close to them, because you start trying to reach around for reasons, and at the end of the day, people, you know, life comes and goes as we know it does. We know it. It doesn't make anything easier, but we know it. But sometimes we still just find ourselves reaching around, you know, we find ourselves reaching around for these answers that we know there's no, you know, we reach for answers, and we ask questions that we know there's no answers to. But, whatever helps you feel better, right? What's everybody got planned this, for this week? I mean, I know it's only Monday, but now I'm like, you know, part of me, is anybody staying home just to avoid getting sick? I mean, like, I hope so, because that's a good idea. But I find myself doing that a lot these days. You know, they opened up a new lounge nearby. Really wanted to go, but I was thinking about it. I had to think twice. I was like, you know, it's probably not the best time to be rubbing elbows, as they say. Kathy says, sometimes I see him in my dreams. Oh, really? What dream did you have? Because I had one about him. I've only had one, and I'm sure I've had many more. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if this is a fact or not, but according to quote-unquote studies, a lot of scientists, they say that you actually have so many dreams in the night that you can actually barely remember any of them. Like, the one that you think you remember is actually just one of, like, a bunch of dreams you had. Okay, folks. So, impress your friends and amuse your enemies. Now, when you get to this railroad level that I know we're very familiar with, okay? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna die real quick. I'm just gonna enter in this one more time and just start fresh. So now we got minecart carnage, folks. We're gonna be impressing our friends and amusing our enemies tonight, okay? Now, next time you're at a party and they get to this level and everybody's like, oh god, I hate this level. Ooh, I can't wait to see you mess up on this level. Can't wait. You start beating your chest like Donkey Kong right there. And what you do is, right, you grab this, you say, you know what? And if it's one of you, even if it's just you by yourself, you say, I don't even want this. You throw it. And then what you do is you jump over this barrel, okay? Don't jump too far. Jump over it and stick left. Enjoy, folks. Yep. Guess who just skipped the entire level, basically. So next time they're out here stressing about this level, folks, you do that. And have fun watching them all. You should start taking bets, too. You start placing bets and really play it off like you don't know what's gonna happen. Start getting some money rolling in. And then you bust out that trick? Oh, have fun. Have fun watching the faces change after that. So, We're out here with a purpose tonight, folks. We're impressing our friends and amusing our enemies. That's what we do. So live it up. Live it up, folks. This is an amazing song, by the way. I really like this song. And what I love the most about this song is it has a... I don't know if anybody's listening with headphones at the moment, but it's got a fantastic echo through a lot of the song. And it sounds like sound bouncing off of cave walls. Very cool. Kathy says that I was with Jose playing swords, but it was his spirit. It was weird. So you're like sword fighting with him? That's pretty cool. That's exciting. It's childlike. I like it. I had this strange dream that, it was probably a few days after he had passed, and I had this strange dream that we were, me, Jose, a bunch of other friends, in this dream, we're on a big boat. We're over by the ocean, and it's very cold. I think we're over by the Arctic. I don't know where we are necessarily. For some reason, we're just like hanging out by this boat, and we jump in this water, and we're in this deep water. And I think at some point we realized that there's a shark in this water, and I think we're all freaking out, and I can't find Jose in this water, and I'm trying to navigate through this water. I'm trying to be like, I can't find Jose. I don't know where he is. I can't find him. And I'm peeking my head under the water to try to find him, and everything's so blurry I can't see more than a few inches in front of me. And it was just so difficult, and I'm panicking in this, dream. I'm frantically searching around for him. And as I said, we're over by the Arctic, so for some reason it's very, very, very cold. There's glaciers around us. The water's freezing. And eventually I come across some sort of like kind of like the frozen land kind of thing, like kind of almost like a glacier, like a big glacier that you could walk on top of, though. Where it just looks like a big massive land, and I put my arms up on it trying to get out of the water for a second, and I see a friend of mine. Elliot says he switched accounts. Oh, thanks, man. How long were we friends? Probably since we were 12 years old, man, and I'm 31 now, so for most of my life. Hung out with that dude most of my life, and learned music. We learned guitar together. We played all of our video games together. We met all the same chicks together. No, really though. We hung out together a lot, dude. Like that. Especially around my local town. It's a pretty small town with a lot of people in it. So if you ask anybody around the local neighborhood, me and him are like pretty inseparable as buddies. So we're very, very close. And anyway, in this dream that I was talking about, just to finish it up really quick, I put my arms up on this glacier to go see what was happening, and I saw a friend of mine, who's one of my best friends, and she was kind of like some angel-like figure. It was very strange. She was kind of like an angel in this dream, and she was wearing this like white dress, and it was flowing everywhere, and she was glowing, and it was very strange. And then I was like, and the thing is, she had lost her grandfather many, many years ago, and she's a nurse today because of it. Having to take care of him, it really kind of gave her this purpose in her life and stuff. So I know she understands losing somebody very close to you. So maybe that's why, and she's my best friend, so I think maybe that's why I trusted her so much in this. I saw her in my dream, and I'm telling her, I'm like, I'm talking to her, and I'm saying, I'm trying to find Jose. I can't find him. He's in the water. There's a shark there. And she's like, you can't see under the water? I was like, no, I can't see anything. She's like, I can see perfectly. And I'm just like, what? Like, you can see? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I could see, no problem. She's like, I'm gonna help you. And she was just really calm during the entire thing. And like I said, I'm frantic. I'm panicking and stuff. It was just a very, very wild dream. I could never forget it. I could never forget it. This is probably 2 or 3 days after I'd heard the news, so it was still pretty fresh in my head, and yeah, I don't think I could ever forget that one, folks. You kind of, talking about this dream is actually making this Donkey Kong level much easier to deal with, because this level, I cannot stand it. This level gives people anxiety. Kathy says, I think when you were trying to find him in your dream, maybe it means you want answers as to why this happened. Actually, no, I don't. Actually, I really don't want answers as to why it happened. I really don't even... Not in a bad way, but like I really, you know, when you lose, like I lost the guy. So it's like knowing, like wondering why it happened really, it really does nothing for me. Like me, the person I am, it like asking myself why it does nothing to me, for me. For his family and everything, I completely understand because they, you know, they want to know what happened to their child. But to me, I don't even want to know why. And it's the same thing, you know, when he, when I talked to him recently, he had gone through some pretty intense stuff. And when we were talking on the phone together, he had told me like, hey man, like, I think you deserve to know, you know, what happened and stuff. And I told him, I was like, you know, I don't even need to know why. And I don't need to know what happened. I actually told him, I don't even need to know. I said, all I care about is that you're okay and that you're fine and that I get to talk to my buddy. And that's all I care about. And so to me, no. I really don't seek the answers. I'm more seeking. Elliot says, are you having problems processing it? No, actually, that's that's not even the tough part. The tough part is, here's the thing. The tough part is not even, like, I've processed it, I've accepted it. Doesn't get any easier, never will. It's in my head. The problem is not even Christmas. The problem is not New Year's. It's not his birthday. The problem is every regular Tuesday or any regular day of the week when I used to call him up and be like, dude, I'm gonna go pick up some guitar picks. What are you up to? Let's go get some new strings, or let's go check out these guitars, or let's hit Guitar Center, you know, just random days, or let's go get some steak sandwiches, or though that's the tough part. It's when you hang out every few days. It's not even the big events that get you thinking. It's just the fact that I used to just, you know, even in my relationships, my you know, with girlfriends and things, when things don't work out between me and girlfriends and stuff, and there's arguments and stuff that happen, and you know, I guess I hide my feelings pretty well sometimes, or whatever. It's just, I never stressed out about relationships because I was always like, you know, I don't care if you don't treat me good. Like, I would always say, like, I have a best friend that would, obviously I'm not dating my best friend, but I think you guys know what I mean. I was always like, I could never be alone in my life because I got my best friend. You know, like, I'm like, yeah, like, a girlfriend might disappoint you or whatever, but you never lose your best friend. You lose a romantic interest that didn't understand you or whatever it is, but your best friend is always there. And that's the tough part. The tough part is when I'm gonna have an argument with a future girlfriend or my wife or whatever, and knowing that I can't really hit him up and be like, dude, let's get some beers. You know, I need to get away from this type of stuff. Like, that's the tough part. And you know, don't get me wrong, it's another big thing about this whole thing right now is being fair to your friends around you, the friends that are there for you. I think it's one of those important times where you actually have to realize that people care about you, and you have to be fair to the friends that try to support you now. And I've been telling myself for a long time, like, I can never... Oh shit, I did not know that secret was there. Whoa. Alright folks, let's see which one we think it is. I'm normally not that great at these. Okay, I think it's the third to the left. A third to the right. Which third from the left would be the same thing. Oh! I missed it. Damn it. Anyway. Forgot exactly where I was at, but yeah, you know, the tough part is just not being able to call your buddy when you wanna get away from relationship problems and anything else, you know, or when the bills are piling up and you just want to get a beer with your buddy. What I was saying was, you know, I still have plenty of other awesome friends that are there for me right now, and I'm far from alone, and you know, in my life I'm very grateful for the people that you know, love and support me. So I definitely don't want to take any, you know, you can't take anything away from them, because they're doing their best too to be there for me, so can't just be an ingrate. And I was saying that you also have to be fair to the people that are around you right now, because I can never get upset at another friend of mine right now for not hitting me up as much as he would have, or you know, like, you can't get mad at people for not being that person that you miss. And it's a natural thing to kind of be abrasive to it. Oh fuck, I was right at the end too. I hate when you die and you see the sign where you know you're like 5 feet away from the exit. It's like the little things that creep up. Yeah, you know, certain notes on the guitar that he would just, like, you know, out of the 20 years that we were friends, like, more than half of that friendship was spent with guitars in our hands, you know, like, that's what we did. We hung out and we jammed all the time. Like, it was nothing but music and guitars, and so much guitars. Like, if we weren't playing guitar, we were looking at pictures of guitars. Looking at pictures of cool ones, like, dude, what's the price? $10,000. You know, that kind of thing. We'd be looking up new guitar players. We'd be looking up exercises for guitar, just non-stop. It was just wild, man. But you gotta be fair to the people around you. That's what I was saying. You just gotta be fair to the friends around you. You gotta appreciate the people that are there for you right now. Can't lose sight of that kind of stuff. And I know I keep saying it doesn't get any easier. It technically it does. It does. I mean, you know. It does, but I think the problem is just when it gets quiet. You know, once it's noisy, everything is fine. But then once that silence creeps in, and you start getting alone with your thoughts and stuff, you start thinking about, like, oh man. And yeah, there's probably not much going on with everybody besides work these days, because everybody's sick outside, dude. It's crazy. I've been trying to get food from places, and you know, I go out to get food, and everybody that's serving me my food is coughing, and I'm like, dudes, can you guys not cough all up in my food? I went to Taco Bell. I was gonna say I had to go to Taco Bell. I never have to go to Taco Bell, but I was lazy for lunch, and it was right across the street, so I went. And Taco Bell, for some reason, they're I don't know if it's like they try to be like Chick-fil-A. Like, I don't know if there's any practical reason as to why they would take your order, you know, with the little iPad thing, and make you do that thing where they're walking around with a credit card terminal, and you have to play that game to get the slot in there. Kathy says that's the worst. That's me every night, mostly me and my thoughts. Yeah, I've been sleeping really weird these days too. I'll wake up at random hours of the night and be up for a couple of hours. I usually just smoke myself back to sleep, but that's not the best habit either, but you know, it helps. I'll tell you that. Might have to switch that CBD stuff if they I heard that's the wave now. Sorry, the theme song got real good. Sorry, sending out a quick text right here. I you know, it's a late night stream, folks. Be a little lenient. What the hell are you guys all doing? I know you guys are watching me, but is anybody listening to any music? Is anybody playing their own video games tonight? I just dropped something. Yeah, I've been sleeping at really weird times lately, so that's... Alright, we're back. And you know, I think I will switch levels pretty soon, because right around this world, it starts getting a little annoying. So, I think I will do that. I think we've impressed our friends enough in Donkey Kong tonight. Let's see what we can switch to. Well, there's always Mario All-Stars. That's always a thing. It's never too bad, is it? Suppose we could. It doesn't get old. Oh, another fantastic soundtrack. I don't listen to this enough on the headphones either. Oh, the new Guardians of the Galaxy game, dude. I heard it was really good, actually. What's the you know, Ellie, you know, I've not seen a lot of movies. I've actually seen Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. I actually saw those in the theater, and it was a great time. Actually, a really good time. I forget I can't goof around in Mario too long because there's actually a time limit in these levels, so we'll just get it poppin'. Impress your friends and amuse your enemies, folks. When you see this turtle shell, knock it over there, grab that, and clear the runway really quick. Run back here. That way you could just... Oi! Sorry, I forgot you have to keep tapping it. Oh, I messed it up. Lots of amusing our enemies tonight, not as much impressing the friends. What's my Taco Bell order? Oh man, that's a tough one, dude. Honestly, these days I keep it pretty minimal. These days it's very basic. I get the 2 soft tacos, right? Because I like the soft tacos. That's what she said. I'm just kidding. Whoops. 2 soft tacos and the Doritos Loco Taco. Gotta get the Supreme. I try to avoid all that melted cheese that they do. Because something about that melted cheese... Something about that melted cheese reminds me that, I don't know. You could just tell that this is not edible. You're like, you know, this is essentially melted crayons with that melted cheese, but, yeah, 2 soft tacos, Doritos Loco Taco, and you know what? I always feel fine. Like, I don't feel lazy afterwards or anything. I could still walk around and go back to work and not struggle to breathe for the next 30 minutes. Like, dude, I got this, what is this thing that they had recently? It was like the grilled... What was it? The grilled cheese burrito? That was the worst thing I've had in my life. Like, I almost made a video about how bad this thing was, but I didn't want to get the grease on my camera. On my phone, rather. It was disgusting. Like, they give you... It's supposed to be a burrito with grilled cheese on the top, okay? Sounds like a great idea, right? Yeah, no. The only place I could really mess that up is Taco Bell, and they definitely did it. So, oh wow, a mushroom, really? That I ran in just right. This burrito, okay? It's this grilled cheese burrito. It's disgusting, okay? I ordered this thing. First of all, they put this wrapper over the burrito, obviously, to hand it to you. But it's melted cheese on top. So when you're opening the wrapper, the melted cheese starts getting stuck to the wrapper. And then as you're pulling the wrapper open, the cheese is pulling the tortilla apart because it sticks to it because it's made out of glue. Sorry, I was like, why does that sound so annoying? Am I gonna get it? Oh, of course not. Yeah, great. Looks Cthulhu. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll just skip all the... You know, there's a little bit of open world goodness going on tonight, right? I'll skip straight to the castle. Anyway, I got this grilled cheese burrito, okay? And it was just disgusting, man. Like I said, the cheese was sticking to this wrapper as you're unwrapping it. The tortilla starts coming apart because the cheese is stuck to that. And the next thing you know, you just have like this burrito massacre that you're trying to eat. You know, it's all over your lap. Impress your friends and amuse your enemies, folks. Get that running jump. Fly all the way to the top. and run over to the right. If you guys have watched the 90s movie called The Wiz, or The Wizard, not The Wiz, whoops, that's the other one. The Wizard, you press up, and then you grab this flute right here. That was the secret that was in that movie. Which is where I learned that. And yeah, no, Taco Bell, great for hangovers. I kind of agree with you. I would rather hit a Burger King, honestly. And you know what? For some reason, Burger King is so slept on. I think it's because their marketing has been hot garbage for so many years. You know, speaking of my best buddy, we were always huge fans of Burger King together, actually. And you know what? His first job ever was actually a Burger King. No kidding. And, yeah, we were just huge fans of Burger King. I feel like the food just tastes better. It's a little, I feel like it soaks in the alcohol a bit more than some McDonald's stuff. Because sometimes there's a lot of 24-hour McDonald's around me. And I've definitely had my fair share of drunk fast food in my life. I mean, I think half the time I even eat fast food is probably when I'm drunk. Because, I mean, when I'm sober, I'm like, I shouldn't be eating this. Half the time you can even convince me to eat fast food is after I've had booze. So, there's that. Oh, this is always so tough. At this level always made me just want to grab a sweater. Made me want to be in the cold weather. We live in Florida, so that's impossible. But, I wanted that, for sure. Shit! No! Damn it. Taco Bell. Yeah, what's everybody's favorite drunk fast food? I'm assuming Elliot's gonna choose Taco Bell because that was his suggestion, but what about everybody else in the chat? When your Impossible Burger brought back Burger King. Oh, you're completely right about that, actually. And I don't know if this code works anymore. Try it out at your local Burger King next time. I have a buddy who told me that if you go to Burger King while they have this coupon running, and they usually always do, I think if you use the code 6060, you can actually get a buy one, get one free Impossible Whopper. And I've, a couple of times, and if you don't even have the coupon, you just tell them, you know the number. You said you lost the coupon, but you got the number. And they're like, what's the number? You said 6060. They're like, okay. 2 Impossible Whoppers for the price of 1. I was a happy camper. And of course, I was drunk, so I ate them both. Of course. Who wouldn't? So, shout out to my buddy. I don't know if he wants... Well, it's his first name. Shout out to Zach, who told me about that. Check it out. See if it's still active, folks. Don't quote me on that, but... Kathy says Burger King or Taco Bell. As far as the drunk food goes, sounds good choices, good choices. What's everybody's Burger King menu? You know, speaking of that Whopper, you know, the Whopper really is not the same without the cheese. It's still good, but, you know, when for some reason there's got to be just a little bit of crack in that cheese. Because it's something. No! That cheese definitely has something going on. I don't know what they did, but that'll do it. This level always stresses me out, folks. And don't you love how Mario looks like a little can of tomato soup? I really love the shade of red they went with for this. Oh, see, I should have been caring a little bit less about what he's wearing. All right, folks, get over here. Iggy, named after Iggy Pop. Oh, impress your friends, amuse your enemies, folks. Catch it, yes. If you don't jump when you catch it, you're not doing it right. Basic Nerd says, oh, thank you, and Taco Bell, Domino's, and Popeyes. Popeyes is crack. That's very good. Razolib says, I love BK's jalapeno cheddar bites and the Whopper. The jalapeno cheddar bites are really good. I think I've only got those once or twice. The problem is, like, I mean, I think we all know, it depends on your local restaurant. So if you have a good one nearby, obviously everything is going to be nice. It's the one that I have nearby, oh my god. Sometimes I just want to, like, you ever see like those like Facebook videos of people freaking out at the drive-thru and they're just like throwing stuff at them and everything? I would never get to that level. It's horrible. But sometimes Sometimes, man, when you get some sort of service, what's my least favorite thing ever? When you open the window and they say nothing. Has that ever happened to you? Like you open the window and then they just say nothing. They just stick their hand out. Just for you to give them the card, and then they just give you, like, they close the door on you. At that point, I'm like, you know what? I'd rather a fucking robot give me my food. Excuse me. But at that point, it really does annoy me. I'm like, at this point, I would rather the robot. I would rather the robot. Hey, what's going on, Dana? Shout out to Dana. Thanks for hanging out in the chat, everybody. Jack in the Box. I've never been to Jack in the Box. And DQ, there was a Dairy Queen next to my high school. And I never got to have any of their actual food. Because at the time, they were only still doing ice cream. And shortly after, they started doing regular food. And the one nearby the one across the street from my high school, they didn't move on to the food yet. So I just never got to experience their... But the burgers and stuff look pretty good. Has anybody ever been to Hardee's? I think they have another name as well. It's one of those restaurants like Checkers that, they have like two names. Like Checkers and Rallies. I think it's Carl's Jr. It's either Hardee's or Carl's Jr. Pretty good stuff. When I was in North Carolina for a little while, on the way there, we saw plenty of those. So we ate there pretty often. It was pretty good. And don't get me wrong, I know fast food is like the worst thing ever for you folks, but God, if I can't help but admit that I love it. It's good stuff, man. It's what I love is that it's convenient. I love that it's very like lighthearted, oh, nice. Yes. I love that it's lighthearted. I love that people can just have a good time. Yes. How is this happening? What? Dudes. Yo! What's going on here? Stop. Oh. Hey, that was pretty good. That was going places. Wow. You guys saw that in real time. Carl's Jr. and they are aight. Dane, Basic Nerd Experience says. The one next to me was pretty dynamite rather than aight, but it was like I said, it all depends. That one in North Carolina, it was crack-like in its features. Razolib says, I do love fast food, or Razzo, sorry. I can't blame you. It's so good. And what I was saying, it's lighthearted. It's fun. My favorite thing is when you're reaching into the bag. You don't even look into the bag, but you're reaching in for the fries, right? Don't you love that? Just your hand in the bag, like some sort of bandit, just searching around for fries. Goodness. And then you start, don't you love that? There's an experience there. Like, you start feeling around for these fries, the salt starts getting stuck to your fingers. God, it feels good. I love all that. I love when the fries are hot, too. I hate when people get annoyed that the fries are, like, burning you a little bit. I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm like, we can never satisfy some people, right? They're like, these fries are too hot. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, they give you the freshest fries possible. Like, this is like one step away from just... Might as well dip your fork into the deep fryer, Like, come on. Like, I love it. It's just... There's something about it. It gets me going. What's one of the worst things you've had at a fast food place? Because, I mean, that grilled cheese burrito... The grilled cheese burrito thing at Taco Bell, never bring that back. If they bring that back, I'm gonna start a riot. I'll start protesting. I'll have the signs and everything, like, no grilled cheese burrito. I used to love watching this, which is not good because there's a time limit that I always forget about, but... Whoa. I did not know that was up there. One of the worst things, does anybody remember the Big and Tasty? Which I always hated saying that. Didn't you hate saying that? I've always had this theory that fast food restaurants, they make you say the dumbest stuff because they name everything really stupid, and then they make you yell it. They make you yell it at the red, the counter, or at the drive-thru rather, because they pretend like they can't hear you. They're like, "What'd you say? Sorry?" It's like, "I would like a big and tasty." I bet they could hear you perfectly fine. They're probably inside like, "We got him to say it. We got him to scream it." Oh, what's going on, Razalib? It's Libby from Instagram. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for joining. Pleasure to have you in the chat. Folks, Libby makes some really dope video game music. I was just jamming to some of her tunes recently. I would highly recommend you check them out. Libby, if you don't mind dropping your... Oh, God, look at this sun. Sorry, really quick. Libby, if you don't mind dropping the link to your SoundCloud or at least your account name if it doesn't let you post a link. Does anybody remember this sun? And what a shithead the sun is? I couldn't stand this thing. I used to have nightmares about this freaking thing, bro. Hated this thing. The worst part is when you... Oh, that's the word. You gotta jump over that thing normally. Hated this. Alright, let's try that one more time. There you go. God, I hated this. Oh, the worst. Oh. Nightmare fuel. Damn it. Wendy's coffee is the worst. Is it? I don't know if I trust fast food coffee yet. It's like Taco Bell doing the breakfast. I'm like, no. I mean, I don't know if I can even go to Taco Bell first thing in the morning anyway. But the fact that they were doing breakfast, I was just like, I don't know if I feel right about this. I didn't feel right. It was like... It's like talking to your friend's girl. It's like, no, this doesn't seem like it should be happening. Something about this is morally, ethically. Libby says she's gonna post the link. Awesome. Kathy says, I eat a meat. It was undercooked and I was mad. Yeah, I can't blame you. I have a video. It's still on. Actually, it's probably in my old phone that doesn't work anymore. But if I can manage to get that, folks, what's happening right now? Let me see if I have any. Do I have any? Yes, I do. Some power-ups. Let's go ahead and bust one of those bad boys out. As we were saying, yes, I went to... Okay, okay, this... Let me back up for 2 seconds, because there's a couple of layers to this, what I'm about to say. Number one, I didn't know that you could undercook McDonald's. Alright, does anybody know you can undercook McDonald's? I thought all this stuff was pretty much like foolproof. No offense to anybody that works there. Or has worked there. It's just, I thought it's made in a way where you just can't mess it up, because... What the... Sorry. I didn't realize the sun just keeps getting bigger as you get to the end. Yeah, I thought it was made in a way where it's just kind of like building blocks, you know, where you're just like boom, 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 boom. And then you just ship it out. No. Folks, I ordered a quarter pounder. Okay, it was just probably, as I mentioned earlier, no, we were not sober. It's like 3 in the morning, okay? Basic Nerd Experience says, how is that possible? Well, you know, I'm glad I'm not alone in being shocked about this. So it's 3 in the morning. Just finished hanging out with some friends. There's a McDonald's right across the street from where my buddy lives. So this is the McDonald's we always hit up on the way home, because it's right by the highway as well. So we pull into this McDonald's. It takes longer than it should, which, whatever, it's 3 in the morning, you get it, right? Probably not a lot of employees. Dudes, I got this quarter pounder, and I noticed it was kind of soft, okay? It was a little soft, and I was like, oh, just tender, you know? I was like, maybe because they had changed the meat in the quarter pounders recently. They had changed like the patty. And anyway, folks, I was eating through this thing, and I was just kind of like, this is too soft. And I looked at it under the light. Like, I think I was with my girlfriend at the time, and she had opened like she did a little drop down mirror thing, the little visor, and it has like the light on it. And I saw that the inside of this patty was just completely pink, like uncooked, just raw. And I just couldn't believe what I was eating. I was like, this is and in a way, the messed up part is that I was annoyed and shocked, but I was also kind of like a little impressed. I was a little bit impressed. I was like, I didn't know you could undercook McDonald's. Like, it made me really rethink McDonald's. I was like, I was like, maybe they've changed their ways. Like, this is a little fresher than what we're used to. A little too fresh, because please cook it. But, you know. And no, I didn't finish it. I wasn't that desperate. I finished up my fries and just you know, I just took the L. So I did what I could. Oh, what is this supposed to be? Oh, I'm not even gonna bother with this. B&E says, you ever been to the world's largest McDonald's in Orlando? Is that the world's largest McDonald's in Orlando? What? I didn't even know that existed. I'm gonna go next time I'm in Orlando, that's for sure. That's amazing. I had no idea about that. I'll definitely go. Kathy says, but it's fast food. I don't feel right eating undercooked meat. Yeah, nobody should be eating undercooked meat. Okay? Ever. It's not good. It's never good. Okay, let's see, folks. Oh, let's go. No! Are you shitting me? What's the one that I picked before? Was it this one? Yes, it was. Yes. Folks, I can't believe this is the most I've ever gotten this. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten... Oh, damn it. I don't think I've ever gotten that far in the match 2 game. Pretty great. Anyway, yes, fast food. Yeah, I couldn't believe what was going on. Yeah, I finished my fries up like the poor sap that I was that night. Couldn't believe it. And I took this video, and if I can get that phone to work again, I will definitely upload it sometime. As gross as it is. Yes. As disgusting as that video was, I will definitely try it. B&E says, "Oh yeah, they have spaghetti and pizza, a whole array of desserts and aquariums. Aquariums at McDonald's. Wow. It's like, is that where the fish fillet is coming from? Like fresh fish fillet from our in-house aquarium." Whoa, 2 of them at the same time. What? Oh shit. No. There's some crazy things going on in this playthrough tonight, folks. We're getting two things at once. Basic Nerd says they also have 2 levels, which is a playground with Moon Man. Who's Moon Man? Or like an astronaut guy? Or was that one of the was he one of the mascots that I forgot about? Like the Hamburglar? Remember the Hamburglar? I actually have a pin of the Hamburglar. It's a pretty cool pin. I'll show it to you guys later if I find it. Can you guys imagine the decadence that it takes to have a 2-story fast food place? That's a, you know what always blows my mind a little bit, that I don't think it'll ever look 100% right to me, is those Taco Bell Pizza Hut combos, or like Taco Bell Pizza Hut KFC combination restaurants. Those always make me feel a little bit uneasy. I don't know, it's like looking at some sort of like, it's almost like looking at a sweatshop where I'm like, strange things are happening here. We dare not enter these lands, for what happens, for what occurs inside. I don't know, it just seems, something just seems off about all that. The Hammer Bros theme is one of my favorite tracks from Mario. I don't know if I remember their theme. Oh, is that their theme? That's pretty awesome. I don't think I knew that was their theme song. Or like, I didn't know it was specifically for them. I forgot who made the music for Mario. Was it Koji Kondo? Or did he only do it for Mario 64? I don't know, but if it's with myself. My first Taco Bell was a KFC mashup when I was a kid. Oh my god, that's amazing. That's pretty wild Basic Nerd experience, because that's... So what did you get? Did you happen to get something from both? Did you get something from both menus? Did you decide to go rebel and start picking off just Let me get a fried chicken taco. They're like, sir, this is a Wendy's. No, I'm kidding. What did you get? What'd you get? Do they let you crisscross menu items? I can imagine them getting a little snippy. You know, like... And speaking of that, you know what's another thing that really bothers me? Have you ever gone to the fast food places and you're like, oh, can I please have an extra barbecue sauce? And they're like, that'll be 25 cents. And you know what sucks, actually? Here's the part that bothers me. Normally, like, if they were nice about it, I would... Damn it. Razzle says, Koji Kondo. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, wow. Yeah, here's the thing about it. When you ask for the extra sauce and they charge you like a couple of quarters, they never say it nicely either. They're never like, oh, that'll be 20. They're always like, it's almost like they know they're gonna get attitude back, so they say it so sternly. They're always like, that'll be 25 cents. Like, they say it in a way where it's like, don't you dare give me anything other than a okay in response to me telling you to pay for the sauce. That down the street, there's another McDonald's, I bet, because they're always a mile away from each other. Down the street, you could probably go and get that same sauce, and they'll probably give you 3 of them and for free. But at this one that you're at right now, that'll be 25 cents. God, I hate it. Like, every time that's happened, they look you dead in the eye. They look you straight in the eye, and they grit their teeth as they say it. Jesus. Elliot, don't tell me. Elliot says I had a burrito chicken wing. Are you being serious, or are we kidding here? Because what the heck? I literally had to pause the game for that. I was a cute... Oh, shit. I shouldn't have paused it, because I just got wrecked by Bullet Bill, I think his name is. Elliot says I was a cute Ron Weasley kid. Sorry, I can't read the whole thing. According to them, and they were like, sure, we got you. Bro, the 25 cent thing, it's a... Damn it. Yeah, the 25 cent thing, dude, they do say that, bro. It's so annoying, dude. And the conviction in their face as they say it, that's the part that hurts. That'll be 25 cents. Peasant. I'm like, oh God, fine, here. Take a whole dollar. Take a whole dollar. Just give me the sauce. It's like your burgers are so dry. I need sauce. Like if you don't get like a menu item and you get one of the fast food like the dollar menu type burgers, dude, those things are like eating an aspirin without water. Like you better get a drink or some sort of sauce or some sort of form a lot of spit or something. Do something. Find some way to get that thing down. Because it'll be rough. You guys even remember the dollar menu? It lasted kinda long. It probably lasted about 5 years and until they said, you know what? Now it's the $2 menu. What the hell? Everything's like nothing less than $2. It kills me now. I'm like, bro, what is... Would the food get better? I don't think so. Let's go. Come on, one more. Oh, I got it. Only 3 hits. Yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man, the way they do that sometimes. I can't believe. One thing I've never been able to really get on board with is checkers. Are you guys a fan of checkers? Oh, why does it say I've only been live for 4 minutes? Did it, like, restart my stream? I think it did restart my stream. I don't know why it says I've been live for 4 minutes. It kind of bothers me. Oh, I love this level, this music. I think this is where you get the frog suit also. Basic Nerd says, yeah, those were so good. I missed the Chicken Caesar wrap. Those were really good, dude. The snack wraps and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I used to get those wraps all the time. And you know what's funny? I used to get those wraps for lunch. And I would always eat them and I wasn't gaining any weight. And I think that's probably why they discontinued it. They were like, dude, we're not killing people with these? This is having no effect? Take it off the menu right now. Put something more lethal. They're like, bring back the McRib. And they let out the McRib from its cage. I'm the McRib. That's what I imagine the McRib just sounds like. If it could talk. I'm the McRib. That's probably what it would sound like. I'm the McRib. Sorry. Checkers is good food to eat after a smoke session. I can't do it, dude. Like, you know, here's the thing. The flavor of it is fine. The flavor is fine. The flavor is okay. The problem... Kathy says, remember at my 15th practice at my aunt's house, my mom will buy Checkers for all of us. Well, I think that's the only time I've ever enjoyed Checkers is just during that occasion, because for some reason, every time I have it at 3 in the morning, drunk, it's just awful. Like, I'm like, did you... I look at the people sometimes that are working inside there and I have to ask, I'm like, did you fry this burger? Like, did you drop this burger in the deep fry? Like, why is this burger why is the bread greasy? Like, there are fingerprints on the sesame seed bun. How did you do this? Like, it's impossible to me how they do that. It's shocking. It's so greasy. Basic Nerd, the raps were too good to be true. The raps were they were too good to be true. They were like, this is not lethal enough. That's exactly what happened, because, man. And they were a good price. They were like, I think $3 or $4. And this rap was so big, you could hit somebody in the face with it and do some damage. I got the frog suit! We got the frog suit! Alright, folks, I'm sorry. It's about to get adorable. Oh, where's the frog suit? Why is it not there? No. Whatever, I'll use it later. I love the frog suit. This whole game, I don't have any tattoos, but man, I'd get the frog suit tattooed probably. No, I would never do that, but it's freaking adorable. Goodness, it's adorable. Ah, look at that fish. Sorry, we were on fast food. At Checkers late at night. Yeah, every time I've had Checkers late at night, I'm like, you know what? Arrest everybody that works here. Arrest every one of them. Should never be allowed to operate fucking fast food machinery ever again. It's unbelievable. Frog suit. Kathy says, I don't eat it no more because I got so disgusted by it because it had a lot during that time. A lot of grease, I'm assuming. Yes. It's legendarily greasy. Razlip says, those big fish are so creepy. They really are creepy. And something about, they look like old men. So they look like very old, but not like the cool old men. The really weird ones. I got hit on by an old man in a grocery store when I was too young to be getting hit on by old men at grocery stores. It was a weird situation. I remember, my mom was always, she would go look at her stuff, she'd hit the makeup section. They had a little perfume section that she would always like to talk to the ladies with. You remember how they used to do it, folks? I don't know if they do it that much anymore, but they would sell you perfumes and colognes, and they would have a person working there, usually always dressed up in a suit and stuff. And this person would be like a sommelier, but for scents. And yeah, my mom used to be there, and then eventually I would always go to the electronics section and just be looking at dumb stuff. Just entertaining myself. I would look at headphones and speakers and whatever goofy stuff was there that time. And I'm in this section, and this dude is nearby me. He's an old guy. And Kathy says, "Oh, Daddy, that's disgusting, Kathy. And sorry. Yes. This dude starts approaching me. He's like nearby. I'm thinking he's looking at some headphones or something. No, he was looking at me. It was really weird. He comes up to me and he's like, hey, how's it going, man? This dude is pretty old, bro. I was probably like 15, 14. Nah, I was probably younger. Anyway. And he's just like, oh, how's it going? You know, it's good to see you. And I'm just like, who the hell are you? And he starts asking me like, oh, you come here often? I'm like, this is a grocery store, man. I was like, everybody within a mile comes here often. And I was like, everybody comes here. Like, what's wrong with you? And then he starts asking me where I live. He's like, oh, where do you live? And I was like, oh, nearby. I was like, just, down the street from here. And he's like, oh, but he's like, that's great. He's like, but where? I was like, in the apartments over by. How old was he, bro? He looked like he was like 50, dude. Which, in the grand scheme of things, it's not like I'm saying he's old because he's 50, but it's like I was probably like 13. It was weird, bro. It was weird, and he kept on trying to tell me he kept on trying to get me to tell him where I lived. I didn't tell him. Obviously, I was just like, yeah. I was like, I don't know if I feel right. And then eventually, I just like walked away. I was just like, yeah, I gotta go. Especially away from you, old weirdo. So, folks, if there's anybody in the chat that is not speaking up at the moment, and you end up in a situation like that, just walk away. All right, go find somebody that you know. If you're there with your, if you're there with your family, go find your family. Maybe even tell them that somebody was being weird. Maybe somebody will confront them. And yeah. So you should what's going on in this level? I feel like this level is testing my brain capacity because I see that I keep doing the same thing over and over again, and nothing has changed. So yeah, be careful out there, folks. No. Basic Nerd says creepy. Yeah, it was really weird. I never want to, like, I don't think that will happen again, because in order for somebody that old to hit on me again, they'd have to be like 80. I'm just kidding. But no, it was weird. And I don't ever want that to happen again. I like the fast food topic more. Let's go back to that one. Let's go back to that one. Does anybody... Now, Elliot, did you say you've tried the spaghetti from that McDonald's? Because if you've tried the spaghetti, I got questions. And I forgot who it is. Is it McDonald's that also does the hot dogs too? Like they also sell hot dogs? Tommy says some older guy gave me his business card with no explanation once I was riding the Greyhound. Told me to give him a call. He looked at least 30. Oh, God. That man was Elon Musk. No, I'm kidding. But that's crazy, dude. Isn't it strange when stuff like that happens? Well, that's pretty common sense. Yes, it is weird when things like that happen, but I didn't have a better response for that. That was the best thing I could come up with in such a short time. It's just, isn't that weird? Yeah, it is. Oh God, the time limit. Okay, does anybody know how to get past this level? Because clearly the time is gonna get to me before these enemies do. Let me not do what I've been doing this entire time. How about that? That's probably a better idea. I think we can go back up here, right? Yeah. I totally remember dying at this level because I ran out of time. You have to figure it out. Yeah, it's like, what is this? I was 19 and in college on my way to Tallahassee, stopping at some random Arby's along the way. Oh, you know what, Tommy? Thank you for bringing it back to fast food as well. Does anybody enjoy Arby's? Because I like it quite a bit. Arby's is really good. Don't get me wrong, it's not like they have the best things you've ever heard of in your life, but they've upgraded quite a bit. They got these jalapeno poppers now that are pretty good. Shit. Let's see what's at this one at the end. Oh, it's that same place I was at earlier. No. Arby's, yeah. Their fries are probably the best. Not out of all restaurants, but the fries are probably the best thing on the menu, almost. The onion rings are pretty good. The thing about their onion rings is that they're really good, but then they start making me wonder, because I'm like, these onion rings they look like The Rock. These onion rings look like Dwayne Johnson. The onion rings are humongous. Kathy says, one day I was taking the bus to work and there was a man just looking at me and grabbing his things, and I was disgusted. He was 70. Yeah, that's disgusting. Hialeah is a dangerous place. Hialeah is like the elephant graveyard in Aladdin, in The Lion King. That's just where that's where dreams go to die. Basic Nerd says, I'm the first person he knows that likes Arby's. And Tommy says the only notable thing he remembers is the fries. The fries are probably the most notable thing because they're the curly fries. They're like the only place that does that. But I want to know what kind of fries they use. I think that their seasoning is probably different too, because there's something about it. Okay, folks. Okay. I just realized we got to figure this level out. And you know what? I'm a big fan of roast beef sandwiches. That's not an innuendo. is that a I'm sorry, guys. It's late at night. No, I'm a fan of roast beef sandwiches. They're very good, and they got the ones with they have a version with cheddar cheese in it that's very good. They're very good. And I'm also the kind of weirdo that likes to put my French fries inside the sandwiches. I don't know why people think that's such a weird thing to do, but that really does it for me. Yeah, okay, why does it keep pushing me out to this? This is how, like, you see Mario right here, and just that's exactly how I feel right now. All right. Okay, let's try this next one. Now, where else could we possibly have to go? Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any other sandwiches at Arby's, because I just, like, those kind of scare me. Like, I've had the roast beef, so I'm like, alright, well, okay, well, this hasn't hurt me yet, so... I'm just flubbing it right now. This is almost getting to change the game levels. Amanda says Arby's is where it's at. Put the curly fries in your sandwich. I was just saying a second ago that I put the fries in the sandwich. That people think it's weird for some reason, but that is just I've been doing that forever. And it's just, to me, it makes the sandwiches way better every time. I love it. Arby's is fantastic. Fantabulous. I'm gonna make that word up today. Amanda says also hi. How's it going, Amanda? Cheers to Amanda Coombs. Hanging out in the chat tonight. Amanda, are you a fan of Super Mario Brothers 3? This is a really good game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It never gets old. And as you can see, no matter how many times I've played it, I still don't know what the hell's going on with this. Oh my god, finally! Jesus! Oh my god, that took forever, dude. That was the most annoying... Jeez. Oh, look at this guy. What? Okay. Alright. That's not gonna take you far, buddy. I got my own little flying maneuvers going on. I'll shake a tail feather, buddy. Oh no, you got me. Let's go. Amanda says I do that with all the burgers and hot dogs. Get chips. Yes. It is just the way to go. All right, folks. Match 2 game. Let's do this. We've already got a lot of this uncovered. Ah, I don't remember where there was another blue flower. Was it here, folks, or was it here? No! Alright, we got one more shot. Oh, no. Was it here? Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Damn, I forgot it already. Was it here? Yes! Folks, this is the first time in all of my time of playing this game that I've ever done this. We matched the whole thing. And did we just not receive anything for that? What was that all about? That was so... Okay, what did that unlock for me? Oh, come on. I don't know what I won for that. Amanda says, dude, I was in grade 6 maybe when that came out, so yeah, I know it. Well, I didn't say if you knew it, I said, are you a fan of it? But it is a classic. It is a classic. It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good. It is, I mean, easily one of the best Marios of all time. Between this one and Super Mario World with the cape, it's pretty fantastic. Everybody in the chat, which one is it? Which one is better? Is it Super Mario Brothers 3 or is it Super Mario World, where you have the yellow cape and you get to ride on Yoshi as well? Because that's always a really, really tough debate for people. And personally, I don't know which one is better actually, because they're both. Now 3 I've never beat. This game I have not beat. Amanda says yes, she loved it. Smarty pants. No, I'm not very smart. But how do you call it? Oh no, 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 no. Sorry, I thought that thing was gonna. Thought that fish was gonna fillet Mario up. And oh, look at these silver coins or whatever this is. What are they worth? Double? I was saying Mario, shoot. I got too distracted by that idiot up there that he makes me laugh every single time. I think his name is Lakitsu. Makes me laugh every time. Tough call, they're both some of my favorites too. Yeah, they're both such good games. I was saying Super Mario World, I beat that. What the hell just happened? What just happened there? Huh? What just happened? Anybody know what just happened? I don't. Jesus. I beat Super Mario World with my sister. And that was a really good time. We had like a bonding experience with each other playing that game because, you know, she knew I told her I had a Super Nintendo at the house. And she's like, do you have Mario World? She's like, did you get all the keys? I was like, what keys? She's like, you don't know about the keys, man? She's like, you suck. And, yeah, she taught me about the keys. And yeah, we beat Mario World. She came to visit me. I hadn't seen her in about 15 years. So it's a very long time. So she came to visit me, and we spent a lot of the 3 months that she was there playing Mario World, kicking ass. It was a great time. Very, very fond. Oh, jeez, dude. Damn, this guy got brutal in this game. Amanda says his name is Lakitu. Yeah. Resolib says I've never beat 3 either. Yeah, 3 is tough. Amanda says she remembers this level so well. Ugh, I got 1 life left, so this is not gonna go well in a second. I'm just gonna do the save and continue just for the... It's not gonna do anything, but I'm gonna go for it. Amanda says I love flying way up high when you're the raccoon. Oh, that's the best. Once we discovered it, went back to sorry, I got tongue tied. Once we discovered it, we went back to check all the other levels and remembered if we beat any of the Mario Brothers. Oh man, I love it. Honestly, don't remember if I ever beat any of the Mario Brothers games. Like a secret song on a CD, you had to check them all. It's so true. You remember like those songs? It was a little suspicious at times. I remember looking at like certain songs and it was like 20 minutes. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, it's gonna be an epic. And then by 4 minutes or 5 minutes in, it's just silence for the next 3 minutes. I had to fast forward until you... My favorite thing is fast forwarding until you skip just a little too much, and then you have to rewind it back a little bit and just get that intro playing. That never gets old. I love that. Let's go, folks. Finally. Damn. Good lord. It took forever. Razolib says, I beat Super Mario World. Yeah, I think World is definitely... It's got to be an easier game. Because I think most people I know have actually managed to beat that one. Pick a box. Okay. Oh, we got the frog suit! Folks. You know I gotta get the frog suit. You know I gotta go froggy style. Oh no. Yes! I don't know how I managed to do that, folks, but it happened. And we got 3 stars! Well, no, sorry, I thought... Never mind. We didn't get 3 stars. I thought something else happened there for a second, but yes. Should I get the frog suit? Oh, what? I totally just did that by mistake. Alright, well, I guess we're going to World 7, folks. Amanda says she had a Mario World on the original Game Boy. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great one. Yeah, World and Mario 64 are the only ones I've beaten, Tommy says. That's awesome. Oh, is this like the oversized World? I forgot about this. Oh, this is World 7, folks. Leaky pipes in the back. Oh, goodness. I totally forgot about this. This is where it becomes like a puzzle. Just amazing. You know, I used to have a bootleg version of... Shoot. No! I used to have a bootleg version of a Mario game that had been swapped out with Pikachu. And it was called Super Pikachu Land. And it is pretty much Super Mario Land for the original Game Boy, but swapped out with Pikachu and a couple of other characters. And, you know, just with that whole thing. Oh, come on, guys. This is going to be tougher than I thought. And with 1 life left? Are you kidding me right now? Alright, so don't take the second one. Take the first one. And we're going to end up here. Let's see what we can get out of this. If anything. Oh, we could get nothing out of that because I was not quick enough. Well, it was... I think we got pretty far, actually. You know, in this playthrough, this is probably one of the best playthroughs I've ever done of this game. Ever. So, which I just said ever like 6 times, but I'm that shocked about it. That went pretty decently. I'm surprised I was able to get the match game. I never get that right. Half the time I just start picking them up random. No, let's not get that excited. See, this is stressful. Yeah, the original Game Boy was pretty badass when I think about it. You know, I had Mortal Kombat on the original Game Boy. And that was interesting. That was definitely interesting. Fun, but interesting. You know, back in the day, if you guys remember Tamagotchis, yeah, this level, I'm sure you can already tell this is a struggle right here. I don't know if you guys remember Tamagotchis. I used to have a Mortal Kombat Tamagotchi, which was weird to say the least, but it was something. And yeah, you had to feed this martial arts warrior. You had to make it fight and do all these things, and it's a Tamagotchi screen. It's just like 20 pixels on the whole thing. So it's like it was simpler times for sure. So it was very interesting trying to get this thing to work. It was a bit of a mess, but you know, we were all just excited to have fun with it. That did nothing of what I wanted it to do. Okay. We're working our way up to the top, folks. We're getting there. I don't think I've ever... Yeah, clearly I've never been at this level because I didn't know that they just peek out like that. Alright, let's see what happens when we go into this tube thing. Tommy says he had a R2-D2 Tamagotchi. That's badass. That's pretty gnarly. They're apparently back in style. If you go to your local GameStop, you can find Tamagotchis. You can find Tamagotchis in stock. They're ready for you to spend your time and effort on. So, if you find yourself with nothing to do, which I find impossible these days, grab one of those. And get your Tamagotchi on. You know what was really badass back in the day? And when I say back in the day, I mean like early 2000s, which is not that long ago. It's those... You remember those light-up dogs that would dance to music? And I know people bring those up all the time, but I just have a pretty good time with those, man. To me, they were like a step above a Windows... Like, maybe not above, but they were almost on the same level as a Windows Media Player type of entertainment kind of thing. It was very entertaining. It just made me want to listen to more music, really. I really get a kick out of those kind of things. And for some reason, yes. For some reason that. Tommy says I had the original Digimon game too. Whoa. It was like a Tamagotchi that you could battle with, but I never found anyone to fight. That's a tough one. What time is it right now, folks? Well, it has reached 2 a.m. So I do think I'm going to call it pretty soon, but I do appreciate everybody hanging out in the chat tonight. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Kathy, Elliot, Amanda, Libby. Everybody hanging out in the chat tonight. It was a pleasure hanging out with all you folks. I hope everybody's having a great Monday night. Sunday morning now. Feels good to be back. This is my relaxed setup, as if you were not here earlier. This is the chill setup. It's in the bedroom. There's my little map back there. You know. My cat, actually, you probably can't even see him, but he's sleeping right over there. That's him right there. I don't know if you can. I don't know if he comes out. Oh yeah, there I am. Hey. Well, there's my cat right over. Oh, there he goes, moving around. That's pretty funny. Always a good time showing off the local cat, right? It doesn't get old. But anyway, folks, it was a pleasure hanging out with everybody tonight. Like I said, have a great rest of the night. I will be probably streaming. Pretty sure I'll be streaming more often now that I have this setup going on here. In the meantime, I'll catch you folks later. Love, peace, chicken grease. Look both ways before you cross the street. I will catch you folks later.